Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my open studio. Today I'm making a couple of pinback buttons. I'm filling them with dried baby's breath I made. I had a good 2 years filled with weddings and babies and showers. I collected a lot of flowers and dried them for my stash. I've used them in these, magnets, mirrors, and more. I found a lot of use for my dried flowers. Here's one way I display my pins on a bag all bunched together like a bouquet. Here's another way to wear them, like a boutonniere, or like this, like a corsage, or like this, like cufflinks. And then this is my favorite way to wear my pins. I use them to censor dirty words on my totes. Alright, to get started, I grab my bundles of baby's breath and pick through for the biggest and flattest flowers with my comically huge tweezers that actually come in handy for this task. I pinch off branches I like and place them on a piece of stationery paper that's cut to size for the pin I'm making. And I just freehand the placement of the flowers until I like how it looks. Then I'll put it in the machine and press everything together. I've been making pinback buttons since 2020. Button presses come in various sizes. This one is a 2.25 inch press. My first machine was a 1.5 inch press. That's like a little bit bigger than a quarter. Here's an example of what that looks like. And my next press is going to be a 2x3 rectangle button making machine. And I'll make mostly refrigerator magnets out of those. By that time, it will be time for me to offer custom work too. Like customers will come to me for custom things to press, like personal photos, flower preservation, etc. And that's just what I'm going to call my niche. So far, my customer demographic is women buying other women gifts, and I love that. Ladies, keep coming back, keep telling your friends. Everyone has a favorite flower. I've hosted a few magnet making workshops. That experience got me thinking about overhead costs and what shops work for my product. Around the same time, I was in touch with a maker's market owner, and she talked to me about overhead costs there too. Maybe someday in the future, a maker's market would be maybe when I level up. For now, Etsy has the cheapest overhead. It's 20 cents per listing. And I was even consolidating my listings recently to pinch a few pennies, and it looks so much nicer on my page than it looked before. I also sold my stuff at craft fairs. That was fun. It was applying for these that someone helped me zero in on what I want to sell. One organizer asked if I could just stick to selling my botanical goods, and I like that word, botanical, and that solidified what I do. Meltrend, etc. makes and sells botanical goods. Right now, I'm good at pressing flowers that I dried into magnets, mirrors, and pinbacks. I take the winters off to practice bouquets a few different ways, like drying them in a book or pressing them in flat irons and in the microwave. I'm not up to a whole wedding bouquet, but I can showcase a select few in a double pane frame, which also come out just as beautiful. I have an ongoing collection of eco-friendly confetti made with rose petals. I'm trying to fill this jar. There's lemon tree leaves in here too, so the rose petals with the lemon leaves smell so good. I'll just sit at my desk with this lid open so I can smell it. It's so nice. I bought a whole bag of rose petals a little while ago at my local nursery. I thought they were dry enough to leave in a notebook with blotting paper, but they weren't. The notebook was filled with moldy petals. I could smell it rotting before the 2 weeks of it drying was up. I threw the whole book out, and I've been discouraged ever since. Maybe I'll try again since it's coming up again. Hey, if you like this kind of content, I would say subscribe. You can show your support by giving this video a thumbs up. If you're a subscriber, you can say hi to me in the comments. I post long content every 2 weeks and sprinkle shorts here and there. Hit the notification button for upload alerts. Alright, thanks! I'm liking how this baby's breath is looking. I like this clustering method. Just sprinkling the flowers as a design, it just doesn't do it for me. I like purposeful placement. Alright, so it looks great. Now I can move to the next phase, and that's pressing my design into a pinback button. I start by placing the round shell sharp side down in the shallow die. Then while holding my breath, I put my design on top of the round shell. And my third layer is a sheet of clear mylar. Always check it for dust, check it for prints. And I place it on top of my design, kind of like in a taco shell shape. Lay it down gently and even it out on all sides. All edges are touching, snug and ready to press. The shallow die swings to the back and I pull the lever. And all the stuff I put in the back die is now up in the machine. Now with the deeper die in front, I'm putting the back of my pinback in, and that's going sharp side down or fastening side down. That die swings to the back, I pull the lever again. The front and back crunch together and out pops a large pinback button, except for the mylar didn't get totally tucked under. When this happens, they go in the upcycle bin. They'll be turned into something else someday. Here's me doing another pinback in real time and with the sounds of the machine. Everybody ooh and ah. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.